Marlowe Chronicles. Annie Mae at the window. Annie Mae didn't care about being polite. She never had. She said what she meant, and she meant what she said. Clean, sharp, and without a teaspoon of sugar to soften the blow. Most mornings, she sat in her favorite chair by the front window, the one with the cushion she'd restuffed herself because store-bought never lasts. From that spot, she could see everything: the street, the neighbors, the mailman, and most importantly, the comings and goings of her family. One particular morning, the sun was barely up, but Annie Mae was. She had already boiled her coffee twice to wake it up, she said, and was staring out the window when she spotted her granddaughter creeping down the sidewalk. The girl looked tired, shoes in her hand, hair all over her head, moving slow like her legs were made of yesterday's mistakes. Annie Mae pressed her lips together, shook her head, and muttered under her breath in that way only she could. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Somebody been running the streets all night, and now look at her, dragging home like she ain't got no sense. She didn't say it to be cruel. Annie Mae's words were like her cast iron skillet, heavy, seasoned, and built to last. She believed truth was a kind of love, even when it stung. When her granddaughter finally stepped inside, trying to tiptoe past the living room, Annie Mae didn't even turn her head. She just spoke into the air. Baby, girls today, Lord help 'em. Y'all let these boys run you ragged. In my day, if a nigga didn't have any money, he better not even look my way. Her granddaughter froze, caught like a child with her hand in the cookie jar. Annie Mae finally turned, one eyebrow raised high enough to touch heaven. I might not have had much schooling, she said, but don't you ever think I didn't learn people. I learned men, I learned life, and I learned how not to let nobody treat me like I was desperate. She pointed toward the kitchen. Go wash your face, eat something, then come sit with me so I can tell you how to keep your dignity in this world. 'Cause you ain't too grown to learn, and I ain't too old to teach. Her granddaughter nodded, embarrassed but grateful. Because underneath Annie Mae's sharp tongue was a heart that had lived enough life for 3 women, and she wasn't about to let the next generation walk blind into the same mistakes. As the girl walked away, Annie Mae sipped her coffee and looked back out the window. Lord, she whispered, give me patience. And give that child some sense. I'm Marlowe. This was the story of the woman who traded a Kentucky farmhouse for a life of grace and a little bit of fire. Thank you for sitting with me. Subscribe to the Chronicles, and I'll see you next week. Remember, love doesn't keep a ledger. It just keeps the light on.